Chaver B'siyata D'Shmaya entering into Shabbos. Let's fire it up. B'Shem Kol Yisrael. Sichot Haran 42. Depression is like anger and rage. It is like a complaint against God for not fulfilling one's wishes. But one with a broken heart is like a child pleading before his father. This is described in Masechet Tanit. Says Rabbi Nachman, he's like a baby crying in distress because his father is far away. Okay. So, Heber, let's just go into this concept a little bit deeper. Not sure if this is connected to what we're speaking about, but it's just a feeling that I believe a lot of us have, is this feeling of like nothingness, of randomness, of like what's going on. I have no clue. I have no sense of direction. What is going on? Why do I feel so distant, etc. So sometimes a Jew, says Rav Avram Tzvi Kluger, is confronted by a lofty matter. Though he has no intellectual understanding of it, he feels in his heart holiness and attachment to Hashem. It would be a mistake to say he is now experiencing the sweetness of Emunah beyond understanding. Understand now that this is not really called Emunah, because even though there is no trace of the intellect here, he can't put his mind to it or can't place his mind on something. His spirit pulsates with cues from the heart. Emunah takes place only when a Jew is completely devoid of all cues and feelings. Thus, every time a Jew finds himself in a state of limited awareness, he's liable to earn thinking that now he's living with Emunah. He thinks this because Emunah is a state that lacks from definition. However, if he still has some grasp on the reality through some idea or feeling, or through people around him who sense the light in the fervor, influencing him as well, then he is still being influenced from his essence and is not on the level of Emunah itself, which is the purpose of creation. However, we have to understand how deep and how high Emunah is. What sort of situation does elicit Emunah? One which is dim and murky. A person faces it feeling closed off and sealed. He has no idea what's happening. He feels nothing. He sees it but is gripped by indifference. He doesn't even know what would be an appropriate response. He doesn't know. At first glance, it seems that in this hollow void, there is no connection or relationship between him and what is going on around him. He's left without a spark of connection between himself and his surroundings. This is the place where Emunah is born. This is the moment of creation. This is the beginning of kingship. For it is a place like this, and under these conditions, a Jew lives Hashem's sovereignty. This is the revelation received by created being who is being influenced. It turns out the deepest possible connection between a created being and his creator is revealed in a wondrous way precisely at the moment when the distance between them seems greatest. So Chaver B'siyata D'Shmaya. Um, we should even go through these ideas because we're here. We want to show them we're here right now. We can understand this with the following example. Sometimes on Shabbos or Yom Tov, a Jew feels completely disconnected. He has no head or heart, no understanding or feeling for the holy day. But if he possesses the slightest and faintest spark of inspiration and imprint from the aura of Shabbos, the aroma of its foods, oh gosh, I'm so ready for the sweet potatoes. So ready for the potatoes, or the inspiration of those around him who are keeping Shabbos and so on, then he does not need to rely on Emunah to believe in the Shabbos, as he is still somewhat connected to the Shabbos through the food, through the people, whatever it may be. Only if he finds himself in the company of non-Jews who are devoid of all appreciation and feeling for Shabbos, who are missing the flavor of Shabbos, will he grasp the essence of the day for no reason other than Emunah. This is what we received at our Sinai. This day has a totally different quality of being. It applies to me as well. Only then does he become a vehicle for the attribute of Malchus itself, confirming the power of Emunah. Avram Avinu was the only one in the world who believed in Hashem as he did. His father didn't teach him. He had no Rav. His attachment to Hashem was solely due to Emunah. For this reason, he is called his father, father of the faithful. Yitzhak Avinu is not so called, since he's already had someone to guide him. About Avram, and it said, "You found his heart faithful to you," in Nehemiah. However, even after he attained lofty spiritual levels, Avram Avinu was given various tests in which his awareness was taken away from him. As the Baal Shem Tov teaches, when a person is being tested, his awareness of Hashem leaves him. This is the explanation of the verse, God Elohim tested Avram. As is known, when a person's awareness of Hashem's presence is limited, Hashem relates to the world through his name Elohim. Thus, Hashem tested Avram, specifically at the time when he was in a state of limited awareness. So, Chaver B'siyata D'Shmaya, brokenheartedness, depression, when awareness is stripped away from us, when our clarity, our higher consciousness, our expansiveness is taken away from us, and we are in the Meitzarim, we're in the Mina Meitzar, we mamish have to attach ourselves in that place, and through that place specifically, that's where Emunah is born. That's where the Anani B'mirchav Ka is. That's where the expansiveness comes from. So B'siyat Shema, we shouldn't continue to melt in that place, and continue to feed into the constriction, but rather use the constriction as a vehicle through brokenheartedness to reveal the expansiveness within it. B'siyata Deshmaya. This is also connected to what we went through yesterday, I believe, with the dancing circle.